How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael Joyce. I'm the founder of EMOTO Supply Co. We're here in our Water Street flagship store in downtown Tampa. I'm joined today by Matthew.
Hello, I'm Matthew. I'm the head of service and the dealer operations here at EMOTO.
And today we're with one of our brands. This is JupiterBike's the Defiant Pro. And so we've retailed them for probably a little bit over a year now. And out of all the product that I've seen, this is definitely the top quality, really, of all the different bikes. So they're well known in the marine and RV industry for their foldable platforms. They've been in business for 5 or 6 years. All their bikes come with a 2-year warranty. But when you look at their foldable bike platforms, they have the Discovery models, which are the X5 and X7. So they're a little more smaller, compact, thinner tires. And then you have the Defiant models, the standard Defiant, and then this is the Defiant Pro. Again, this is a limited edition. It comes in this brushed aluminum finish. So I believe this is one of the last couple left, but they also have a black and white colorway. A lot of little details have been improved here. It's got a beautiful display, nice grips. I'm gonna let Matthew here jump into all the specs here, and then we'll do a quick ride review so you guys can see sort of the whole picture. So go ahead, Matthew.
Okay, so we're gonna start here at your cockpit here. So we'll start with your really comfortable grips here. So compared to a traditional grip, they're nice and round. These ones here actually have a contour to fit your palm. So you're gonna be a lot more comfortable. Next thing we'll move over to is your hydraulic brakes here. So there's 2 different braking systems out there. There's cable actuated, not as smooth, and then you have the hydraulic ones that are a lot smoother. So you're actually pushing fluid through the brake. A lot more power, a lot more control. Next thing we have here is we have a paddle style shifter. So really easy to shift the bike while you're pedaling. You don't have to move your hand or nothing. So you can keep your hand on the grip and you have a lot of control. Next thing is we have a really nice large intuitive display. So it tells you your speed, distance, all that fun stuff on a big, large display. Next thing we have here is your actual controller. So you can change your modes, power on your bike. Another thing you have over here is gonna be your throttle. Under the throttle, it's kind of maybe a little hard to see in the video, but you actually have a horn too. So you can actually, hit the horn and get some attention from your nearby riders or people on the bike path that are walking.
This one is very loud and aggressive too. That's a benefit for some.
Yeah. Another little cool feature about the brake set is whenever you actually hit these brakes, you actually get a functional tail light. So when you actually have your, you're hitting your brakes riding down the road, that actually light up to give the attention to someone maybe behind you, another rider that you're gonna stop, or cars in traffic. Next thing we'll tap into is you have lights front and rear. So tapping into that light again, you actually have a front functioning light and a rear light that will be on at all times once you turn your bike on. Adds a lot of safety. Another cool feature that we do have with this bike is a suspension fork. So you'll see some bikes have a rigid fork that it doesn't move at all. So as you hit bumps and all that, you're gonna give a lot of harsh ride coming up to you and your rider. It's gonna affect your hands and palms. This one, with the suspension fork, it's actually gonna absorb all those bumps. So if you're on rough terrain, maybe sidewalks are rough, or you're hitting curbs and stuff like that, it's gonna smoothen your ride out and give you a much more comfortable ride. Next feature this bike does have is full fenders. So we have fenders front and rear that fully cover the tire. It's gonna be really good for rainy days. If you're on dirt roads, it's gonna keep that mud and stuff off of you. Another cool feature that Jupiter does with this bike you'll see compared to traditional bikes that maybe have skinnier, smaller tires, these have nice big fat tires. That's gonna create a lot of comfort in the ride and also give you a lot of multi-terrain use. So you can go off-road, on-road, rough city roads, it's gonna be very comfortable. Next thing we have here is a nice big, comfortable padded seat. So that's gonna also absorb a lot of bumps and give you a very comfortable plush ride down the road. We also do have some nice folding features that we didn't talk about yet. So this point here, and including the pedals will all fold to make the bike nice and compact.
We can do a demo of that in a second here as well.
Yep. Last but not least features is more on the rear end now, is that you have a very large rear rack. So instead of hauling your gear maybe in a backpack and all that weight's on your shoulders, now you can take all that weight and put it on the rear rack. Another cool feature we have back here, you can't see on my side, is your actual drivetrain, your gears. Some bikes have a single speed drivetrain, that's all you get, 1 gear. If it's too hard, too easy to pedal, that's all you get. With this bike, you have 7 gears. So if you're going up hills, maybe you just want to change the speed of your pedals, another feature you're gonna get with this bike.
Yeah, and then this has a 750 watt hub motor. So the Discoveries have a 500 watt hub motor. This is gonna be a step up. The Defiant is definitely a little bit more heavy and bulky when it is folded, but you get a far superior ride when you are, out on the road with it. This feels like a legitimate bicycle, not as much of like a foldable bicycle. From there, last thing I want to touch on is battery range. What is this one?
This one goes 25 to 40 miles per charge.
And then it is a removable battery. So whenever you do fold the frame in half, you have a key right here, unlocks your battery, slide it out. You can take it, you're along going with your RV or boat, you can take it out and charge it. Or if you live in an apartment complex and have your bike downstairs, you can slide the battery out, take it upstairs to charge. Yeah, I mean, phenomenal platform. Some other little details, you can actually adjust the speed and torque on this display, which is a good feature. We have some families that have, say, 13 to 16-year-old kids that want to start getting onto an electric bike. This is a good option, as you can limit the speed to 15, 16 miles an hour, and you can also turn the torque down. And then if you want the opposite of that and have been riding it for a while and want to tune up the torque and tune up the speed, you're welcome to do that as well. So before we do the ride review, I'm going to give you guys a quick demo of the folding procedure here. So basically start with the handlebars here, fold them down. You want to push, like Matthew mentioned, both of these pedals in, and then there's basically a mechanism here in the middle. What I normally do is put my knee right up against this pivot point, and that makes it pretty easy to basically fold the whole bike down. Flip the kickstand in, and from there you have a fully folded bike. So probably weighs about, I think these are about 60 pounds. Pick it up like that, load it into your RV, boat, whatever your use case might be, in the back of an SUV, and you're good to go. We'll jump into the ride review now. All right, let's jump on this ride review. So here we have the Defiant Pro. Have it powered up here. Do a quick walkthrough. So turn it on. For controls, we have a thumb throttle, different than the standard Defiant. The standard Defiant has a twist throttle. Again, this has got the upgraded conforming grips. We have the horn here. Keys that unlock your battery, which is inside of basically the middle part of the frame. And then you have a 7-speed shifter. So thumb to go down a gear, pointer finger to go up a gear. And then here we have the hydraulic brakes, and then I think we demonstrated how to fold this down. Basically, you fold the pedals in, flip the kickstand back, fold this in half. I normally put my knee right here and basically fold the frame, and then if you do want to take the battery out, you use these keys to slide the battery out that's inside of the middle of the frame. But let's go ahead and get to it. One more thing to show you guys real quick that I believe I mentioned in our review is you can, in here, go into the controller by holding down the up and down buttons, and you can control the top speed. You can limit it down lower if you have, say, you know, a younger kid that wants to get on the bike. And then you can go in here. This is to change your unit from kilometers to miles an hour, but you can also change the torque. So this is the torque setting. You can go all the way up to 60 on this. So I think once this is fully unlocked, it'll do like around 28 miles an hour. But I'm just gonna run this on the normal settings that it comes in for the ride review. And then we have, obviously, pedal assist up and down. This does not have a torque sensor, so it basically just gives you 100% push at whatever pedal assist level. There's no percentage of output kind of taken into that effect. So let's jump on it right now. All right, let's go ahead for a quick ride review. So I usually leave this in a higher gear and use the thumb throttle to get going. So I got a 5th gear here. We'll lower our assist level. Let's start out in just pedal assist mode 2. So mode 2, getting around 14 miles an hour. You definitely feel that front suspension. It's got a little bit of play. Definitely makes the ride a bit smoother. One thing I didn't show you guys on the control is that, like many other bikes, you just hold the plus sign. That'll turn the light on here. Hold the plus sign again, that'll turn it off. Let's go ahead and get going. So I'm gonna use the thumb throttle here and just see, as far as speed, what we get up to. So these have a 750 watt hub motor. Very smooth ride. Hydraulic brakes feel nice. Slowing down here. Take back off again. It's a beautiful morning here in Tampa. So easily gets up to 20 miles an hour. I'm gonna move our pedal assist up a little bit. Getting a little over 20 miles an hour. This will get you there quick. Yeah, these upgraded grips and the hydraulic brakes are definitely a very big upgrade from the standard Defiant. I'm gonna turn around here and head back the other way. Jupiters are pretty standard, all have this pretty comfy, cushiony seat. Feels nice. Yeah, overall very happy. Again, I think, as I mentioned, this is the best product I've seen come from Jupiter. And we actually just sold one yesterday going down to Miami. It's a great use case, the foldable aspect, but still, you know, we sell their Discovery models, which are a little bit smaller frame in this. This feels substantial and feels like, you know, a legitimate bike, less like a foldable. You know, very solid frame. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, give us a call. Check out our website, rideemoto.com, or follow us on socials at rideemoto. If you're in Tampa, stop by and come give the bike a try. We have black ones coming in, I believe. This is the limited edition colorway. But we do have some new black Defiant Pros coming in. That's what we sold yesterday. So, all right. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting our channel. Feel free to subscribe.